threw her back to the locker because she knew I was in attack mode. I just got up, punched her.
Cash Money Records taking over for the 99 in the 2000s.
Girl, you're working with some ass hand. Your bad jam, make a nigga spend his cash hand. His last hand, holds pound with your pass hand. They mad jam, you go.
Hey guys, today I'm gonna do a story time. It's gonna be about the time I fought the side chick. So, this is how it started. I was like 18. I just graduated from high school and I was going out a lot. And I met this dude just being out and about, just random parties, just out and about. So I met this dude and we started talking. It wasn't really serious talking during the summer. We was just like, oh, you going to this place? I'm going too. We could chill. Like, that's how it was. So we just was talking all for like a month, I'll say. And then I got this overnight job in this store. And he worked in the same store. So I started working there. Our shifts is different because I'm overnight clearly. And his shifts were just scattered. But when we started working together, that's when we became official. We see each other like all the time. We're kind of in the same place, kind of. So we started talking, right? We're going to name this guy Jack. So me and Jack start talking like we're going out. So not everybody, people in the store kind of knew we talked, but they kind of didn't. Like, it wasn't like a hidden thing, but it wasn't anybody's business. Like, and I'm the kind of person, if you ask me, I'm just gonna be like, why? Like, you talk to so-and-so? Why? So anyway, I don't even know, this guy, he doesn't get a name because he's not important. He just gets mentioned this one time in the story. So this guy comes up to me, like, I kind of spoke to him, but kind of didn't really speak to him. But he comes up to me, and he was like, oh, don't you talk to Jack? I'm like, why? He's like, oh, no, nothing. I just seen him talking to, and we're going to name this chick Little B. So he was like, oh, I seen Jack talking to Little B in, like, whatever aisle it was. I'm like, okay. The hell? He was like, oh no, I just wanted to let you know. Meanwhile, this man was grown. This man had to be like 40. But anyway, so we're gonna call my friend, who are we gonna call? We're gonna call her Ashley. Me and Ashley is really, really cool. So I go to Ashley. I'm like, Ashley, do you know who Little B is? Like, so-and-so said he's seen Jack talking to Little B. Like, the hell? She's like, pay him no attention, he just likes drama. And I'm like, oh, okay. So then she's like, oh, but she didn't even know who Little B was. She was like, I think it's the new chick who just started, but like, she didn't know, I didn't know, we just didn't care. Like, so some time passed after that. Not even time, it was probably like a couple days. She was like, oh, that's who Little B is. So she showed me her because we was going on break. She was like, that's who Little B is. So I'm like, oh, okay. Realize who somebody is. You start seeing them all the time. Like, we probably worked in the store together overnight for a whole month and never seen each other. Like, I never knew who she was. And after that, I kept seeing this girl every single day. And every day, like, when I kept seeing her, she just kept, like, she always had this stink face. But, like, to me, I don't really care about the stink face because, like, that's some people's natural face. Like, so, like, she just started saying little comments, like, I would walk past with Ashley and it would be like a little comment directed towards me. Like, so I'm like, hold up. She really have a problem with me and I don't even know this girl. But me, I forgot all about the whole her and Jack situation. I'm like, sis, we're locked in the store at night together, so what's your problem? So anyway, I'm talking to Ashley. I'm like, yo, Ashley, what is the problem? She's like, you don't remember, like, then so-and-so said that her and Jack was talking, that's probably why she doesn't like you. I'm like, this cannot be real life. Like, so I asked Jack, do you know Little B? He's like, no, I don't know who she is. I'm like, are you sure? Like, she keep grilling me, like, it's a problem. Like, do you know her? Like, he's like, no, I really don't know her. So I'm like, oh, okay. So anyway, let me explain Jack real quick, right? Jack, when me and Jack first started talking and I would go over to his house, he had like this, like, I'm gonna call it a gaming room, right? So we used to like chill in the gaming, like we either chill in the living room or chill in the gaming room. Like, we never would chill in his room. So we chilling in the gaming room at first, right? So, like, after a while, we clearly started chilling in his room. Like, so it was one day, I'm at work. Like, I'm sitting in the break room. I got to work early. I'm sitting in the break room. How the break room was, it was like two rows of tables, but it was like 4 tables on like each side. So I'm all the way in the back because it was like a TV in the front, and I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone with Jack. Let me sit in the back because I don't want to sit in the front in case somebody come in and they want to watch TV. So I'm sitting all the way in the last table. Meanwhile, nobody's in the break room but me. So little B walks in with her friend. Like, her friend is irrelevant, but she walks in with her friend. They sit in a table right in front of me. Meanwhile, it's like 7 other tables you can sit at, but you choose to sit in a table right in front of me. So I'm like, here we go with the pettiness again today. So basically, her and her friend is talking. I'm still on the phone with Jack. She's just talking loud. Like, she's just talking loud about nonsense. Basically trying to get my attention. That's why she's talking loud. So I'm just still paying no attention. And Jack's over here like, who is that? Why is she so loud? So I'm like, it's nobody. Like, somebody who clearly wants attention. Once she heard that, she knew that I had her, like, she had my attention. So then she starts talking to her friend. She was like, oh yeah, so I'm talking to this dude or whatever, and blah blah blah. So, okay, you want me to know you talking to the dude? Great, so maybe you'll leave me alone, right? Wrong. So she's talking or whatever. So she's like, yeah, so I went to his house and like we were chilling in his room. Meanwhile, she said his room, but then she started describing it, right? When she started describing it, she starts describing Jack's little game room. Like, she's literally like, oh yeah, this was there, this was there, this was there. What? So I'm sitting there like, wait, what? Meanwhile, I'm not saying anything, I'm listening. Meanwhile, Jack can hear everything. So as soon as she started describing it, Jack realizes who it is. He's like, oh, I'm gonna call you back. No, you're not. Like, I start work in like 5 minutes. You're gonna stay on this phone for another 5 minutes until I start work. So he's just on the phone, like stuck basically. So she's describing the room. Okay, you're describing his room. I'm still gonna be calm. Like, you're not getting any reaction from me, dummy. I guess she wanted me to say something or something. I don't know, but I just didn't say nothing. I didn't care. Like, so basically, she just did all that. Get off the phone with Jack. When I got off the phone with Jack, I blocked his number immediately. Like, oh, you want to talk to her? You don't need to talk to me. Block. Like, I'm the block queen. I will block you for anything. Like, I just block his number, start my shift. Meanwhile, Ashley was there. I told Ashley what happened. She's like, what? Like, so she was like, just stop talking to him. Like, when I got off work, he was there that morning, like, literally outside. So I walk out, and I'm like, why are you here? He's like, oh, I want to talk to you. For what? We don't have anything to talk about. So he's like, oh, I'm going to drive you home. So I'm like, damn, should I get in this car? And I'm like, nah, I'm just going to get in. You're going to drive me home. I don't have to speak to you the whole way. So I get in the car. He takes me to IHOP, right? Love IHOP. Like, love IHOP. So we in IHOP, and he's just talking. He's like, oh, no, I'm sorry. Like, she's just some girl I go to school with, and we were just studying. So I'm like, why did you lie and say you didn't know her? Like, you could have just told me you knew her. I didn't care. Like, if you were just studying with her, why are you hiding? You were studying. Just tell me you were studying with this girl. It's not that serious. Like, he was like, oh, no, like he just was making up so many excuses. And me being dumb, I'm just believing all the dumb excuses. Like, oh, it's not that serious. You don't want her, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, like, nothing changed. Like, we go back to work chilling. She see me and him at work still together. So now she's even more mad because we're still together. So now, this is where all the pettiness start happening, right? Like, she just would walk past talking so much. And, like, we're going to call this manager, we're going to call her Lee, right? Is this manager Lee? She was, like, the head manager. But, like, she was cool with everybody. But to me, I would speak to her, but I wasn't really that cool with her because I'm like, why are you trying to be friends with somebody that's 18 and you're, like, 38. It's like I would say hi, bye, little conversations, but not super friendly. Everybody else was super friendly. Like Lil B was super friendly with her. So like they could be walking past my area and Little B would start talking shit right with the manager, and the manager wouldn't, like, Lee wouldn't say anything. Like sis would just be mute, not saying nothing. So she would just do little stuff. So it was like one day she said something. I don't even know what it was, but like we was by like the food section, but she said something. I took the container, like, is a Tropicana orange juice with the screw top, like the big one. I took that and I threw it at her feet. I threw it at her feet because I couldn't throw it at her face or nothing, because like I'm gonna get fired. So I threw it at her feet so it looked like it was a slip. But I threw it at her feet and the whole thing burst. And she was like 4'11", 4'10". So like when it fell, all the orange juice like came up. So like all of her clothes got wet. So now you want to be petty? Now you gotta walk around with orange juice clothes for the rest of the night. Like, and you know orange juice is sticky. Now you gotta walk around like that for the rest of the night for being dumb. So it was one night, like, I don't even know what was said. Like, it was another night, but I don't know what was said. Like, we just had, like, it was like break time. We was all going on break, and it was like they used to have little meetings or whatever. But I don't remember what she said, or like I don't know what happened. But she walked past and bumps me. She bumped me. Like, I'm in my head like I can't beat this girl up at work because I'm gonna get fired, and I don't want to get fired. But this little bitch not about to bump me. Like, so I immediately called my best friend at the time. I'm like, yo, Lil B just bumped me. Come up here right now. Come to my job. Because my main thing was I did not want to get jumped. Because I'm like, it's three of them, one of me. Because Ashley wasn't at work that night. I'm like, it's three of them, one of me. You're not going to jump me. Like, if it was two of them, we'd have been fighting in that store. But three of them, you're not about to jump me in here. Not going to happen. So I called my best friend. I'm like, yo, come up here right now. Like, I'm telling the whole story. So like her boyfriend's in the background, like, what happened? So he snatched the phone because she getting dressed. Like, she just, I guess she threw the phone or whatever, I don't know. But she started getting dressed, come to my job. So then he's like, what happened? So I'm telling him. So he's trying to calm me down and trying to stop her from coming, because he know, like, she come, it's over. Like, we're going to be in that store really fighting these girls. So he trying to calm me down so I don't be fighting in there. And then, like, he trying to calm her down. But, like, basically, we just got off the phone. He's trying to stop her from coming. But me, I still want to fight. Like, we're going to fight because you just bumped me. Like, you're not about to bump me and think it's okay. Like, no. So I get off the phone with her. So I'm like, I'm still mad. I'm walking around the whole store. So I get on the phone with Ashley. Meanwhile, I'm really walking around the whole entire store. And I'm crying. Like, when I get mad and I can't react the way I want to react, I start crying. So I'm just walking around the whole store, just doing laps around the whole store, crying, like, really mad because I'm in a fight. And I call Ashley because I'm like, Ashley could probably calm me down, but, like, for me, like, when I called Ashley, she was like, oh, just chill out. Like, when I come back to work, like, I don't know what day of the week it was, but it's probably like a Wednesday or something. So she's like, when I come back to work on Saturday after work, we just gonna beat them bitches up and that's it. So I'm like, okay, like, it started working because, like, she's not telling me to just chill, don't fight. She's like, no, we're gonna beat them up just a different day. Like, just calm down. So after that, like, I just start chilling, like, all right, I'm gonna beat these bitches up Saturday. Like, I'm gonna beat her up on Saturday and that's it. Like, so after that or whatever, right, I think it was that same night, like, it was raining that morning. So, like, before I left work, I bought an umbrella. Meanwhile, the umbrella was like black and yellow, right? And I bought, like, the manager who rang me up for the umbrella was Lee. So, like, she just was making fun of the umbrella, like, oh, it's a bumblebee umbrella, blah 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 blah. Like, she just was making fun. Everybody, like, everybody's making fun of the umbrella. Umbrella is very important. So, like, after that situation, whenever it rained, I come to work with the umbrella. Everybody knows my umbrella, right? The store I worked in, right? Their policy was, like, with employees in, like, the break room or, like, locker room or anything, if you take somebody else's stuff, you're getting fired because it's stealing. Like, so if you take somebody's umbrella, you're getting fired because it's stealing. If you eat somebody's food, you're getting fired because you're stealing their stuff, right? Just remember. So it's like one night I was just chilling at Jack's house or whatever. I guess when I went it was raining, so I took my umbrella, but when I left it wasn't raining. So I leave, I guess, like, I forgot my umbrella, whatever. I'm at work one day. I just see Little B walking into work and I see my umbrella. Meanwhile, I wrote my name on my umbrella because people was really steal umbrellas, and I'm like, I'm about to write my name because if I see you with my umbrella, I'm wanting to make sure that's mine. So she comes walking in one night with my umbrella. Meanwhile, Jack Ben told me they wasn't talking, nothing. Like, she comes walking in with my umbrella. So I'm like, hold up. My mind just started racing, like going 1,000 miles a minute, just racing. Oh, she has my umbrella. Like, so you're still talking to him, and not even just talking to him because I left it in his room. So now you're comfortable enough. Like, he has you in his rooms. Two, you're comfortable enough to take stuff out of his house. Like, what? So see the umbrella, right? So, like, she puts it down in a corner, and then she goes in, like, the bathroom to change into her uniform. So when she puts it down, I walk over, I look at it, and I see my name. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to beat her ass tonight. Like tonight we're really fighting because you took my umbrella. So I go, like, how the locker room was set up. I sit in, like, a corner over here because from this corner, you can just see straight, like, everybody about to come in the locker room. So, like, as soon as she started walking in, she see me sitting down. Like, her spidey senses went off. So as soon as she walking in, like, she walked to her locker and just, like, she didn't really get to the locker. She just, like, threw her back to the locker because she knew I was in attack mode. I just got up, punched her. We just dead started fighting. We fighting for a little minute too because the only person that was around was, like, the HR chick, but she was pregnant, so she couldn't do anything. Like, sis, you can't break this up. Like, so we was fighting. Guess who comes to break up the fight? It's like Jack and his little friend, like one of his little co-workers, whatever, his little friend. They come break it up. This dummy grabs me, and I'm gonna call him a dummy because he was dumb. You come grab me and a friend grab her, break it up. Soon as he pulled me off of her, punched him too. Like, are you dumb? You're gonna get punched in your face too. Like, punch him right in his face. Soon as I hit him, he just walked away. Like, that was it. He walked away and left. But, like, by that time, the managers came in, like Lee and, like, other managers came. So they separated us, and they, like, what happened? So, like, Lee's in a room with me, and another manager is, like, with Little B. So she's like, what happened? I'm like, she stole my umbrella. Like, yo, and it's funny now because, like, I was going in, and they probably was like, you really beat this girl up over an umbrella? But I'm like, she stole my umbrella. Like, I seen her coming with my umbrella. She stole my umbrella. So they like, what? I was like, check the cameras. You're going to see she stole my umbrella. Like, say like, oh, what day did you leave it here? I made it some random day that they couldn't go back and check the cameras for. So I'm like, you're going to see her walking into work with my umbrella. You're going to see her place it down. And it's still in that same spot. And my name is on it. So go look. So she go look. She's like, oh, yeah, that is your umbrella. Like, she took it. So I'm like, so I'm trying to explain to her. Meanwhile, so I'm like, you already know she always talks about me. You be there. Meanwhile, I'm in a, at that time I was in a room with Lee and like the head HR. Like, she don't get a name, but it was like the head HR. I'm in the room with them two together because they watch the cameras and see I started it. So I'm in the room with them two. So I'm like, the head HR didn't know about any of the problems. Like, only Lee did. Like, she knew what was going on the whole time, and you just wasn't doing anything. So I'm like, oh, this girl always talks about me every single day, and you be with her, and you don't do anything. Like, when she bumped me, you didn't do anything. You didn't write her up or nothing. So the head HR, like, she bumped you? Like, she touched you? I'm like, yeah, she bumped me. Go watch those cameras. She bumped me. And Lee didn't do anything. Like, I was pacing around the whole store crying, and nobody did anything. Like Lee tells me, she's like, oh, Little B is no longer going to be working here for stealing and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, good. Like, she should have been gone. Are you dumb? At this point, I'm done with Jack. I don't care about nothing. Like, we're not together. Bye. See you later. Like, that's just the story of when I beat up the side chick. And got sis fired. Like, got you fired, so... But just like, comment, and subscribe. And see you guys later.